Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
Place in Germany.
Yeah, farming's much bigger in other countries than it is here in ours.
Funny, huh? Good.
The food everywhere else in the world is. Wait for AI to do.
Alright. Something easy.
I've literally been waiting for AI to finish field work for 2 days, so.
Toggle option today. Okay.
Looking up the other way.
I hate when this.
Got stream chat pulled up.
Second. What's up? Now I do.
I gotta run to use the restroom.
Okay. Super strength toggle is.
But for every freaking row. moving. Yeah, I like farming sim during the week. I mean, even the weekend, I enjoy freaking just sitting around, chilling out. I mean, because it's not so demanding.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. Yo.
Yo, what?
You can't hear when anyone joins?
No, because I've got streamer mode enabled.
So,
How are you?
I'm alright.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I figure a lot of people in Discord. It's a bit like I don't say this, but they pretty what to say. So they say a lot of Christian on Discord. They hate gay people. It's like, why are you so hateful? You know?
I see. I don't think I've run across anybody on Discord that hates gay people.
No, they're Baptists.
I don't really think I know any Baptists or like hardcore religious people that are on Discord, but maybe it's just the channels I joined. I honestly think that you are part of way too many religious Discords.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, that's about as bad as inviting them to your door and then telling them to leave.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking about leaving them alone.
You should probably leave those Discords alone, you're right.
Yeah.
Those religious Discords, if they bother you so much, you probably shouldn't just, you should probably be, like, not a part of them. Like, have your own religious beliefs and all that good shit, like. But,
Yeah. I'll just leave my religion by myself and I'll leave the Discord in the religion side.
the way I see religion is what you believe is between you and whoever you believe, if you believe. You know?
Yeah.
That's where it should stay. It shouldn't be pushed onto other people, your beliefs, personally.
Yeah.
And basically, that's all those Discords are for, is for spreading the beliefs of what they truly believe, right? So say you join a Christian Discord. Well, that's what they're gonna push. That's what they're gonna talk about. That's what they're gonna believe, is the hardcore Christian beliefs. But if you're not like hardcore Christian, of course there's gonna be conflict.
Yeah.
So it's just like inviting them to your door and then asking them to leave.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaving that alone. I'm not gonna go back there. What are you guys up to?
Farming.
I'm playing silent.
So, what's your answer to the question of the day here? The question of the day today, No, is what is your favorite board game?
Favorite what?
What is your favorite board game?
Oh, I thought it was childhood cartoon.
That was yesterday.
That probably is D&D.
D&D, but that's not a board game.
Monopoly.
Monopoly? Why Monopoly?
It's fun, easy, and fun.
But what makes it fun? Like, that's what gets me, is like, when we play board games, what makes them fun, right?
I do like board games, but I don't have any board game right now. I only have the Street Fighter board game.
That's what I'm kind of getting at with the question of the day, is we don't really play a whole lot of board games this day and age. I know some people that do, but
I like board games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the board games we have, we don't play.
Do card games count?
No, card games are different than board games, and tabletop games are different as well. I mean, there's a lot of different like varieties and categories, but board games are like Monopoly, Risk, things like that. Things that are played on a set playing field, a set area. Like card games are up in the air, right? They can go either direction.
Not all of them.
And you
Some
can
of them have rules that are
you
kind
can
of
play
like
them
board
on a table. You can play them on the floor, right?
games.
Card
Yeah,
games
board
are
games.
much different, larger variety, and you can change it up in any way you can. Board games, though, it's a set of rules, a set playing field, set pieces. Nothing ever changes with a board game, except maybe the freaking setting like Monopoly. They have like Monopoly for like every type of fucking whatever. But then you get into like say Pokemon, right?
I do have the WoW board game. The WoW board game. It's like a card game with WoW, but I don't have a lot of cards. I only have about 50 cards. It's a board game though. I did have the WoW I bought it like 10 years ago, but never touched them.
Hearthstone?
What's up?
You talking about Hearthstone?
No, not that one. It's a board game.
Because that has a card game.
Yeah,
But also it has
it's a
board
trading card game. It's a board game. It's a WoW board game. It cost me like $30 to buy the whole set. Have you guys tried Siren before? That's a good game. Really good game, but super scary.
But you never answered the question, like what makes Monopoly fun for you? It's your favorite board game.
It's easy and accessible. Easy and accessible.
But that's not a good. I hate to say this because it sounds judgy, but that doesn't sound like a good enough reason to play Monopoly. Like
it's fun. It's fun.
Are you trying to convince someone to play that game?
Like when I play a board game, I like board games because it's an activity I can play with my family or friends. Like I can sit around and we actually interact, opposed to sitting around talking on Discord. We're not really doing much, There's nothing funner than playing a board game and just having a bowl of popcorn. Double tap alt.
All board games are fun. Depends which one you like, right?
But
I don't have anything wrong with board game.
But something to do with the family, Like when I'm playing video games, my daughters are in the other room, my brother's in his room, everybody's doing their own thing, but it just kind of brings us all together in one single moment for an hour or so, right? That's what I really enjoy about the board games that I play.
Yeah, for me too.
Any of them, really.
I like all the board games. There's no favorite, to be honest. Maybe Awnser for me, probably Monopoly, but they're all the same.
They're not all the same, though. Like
they're all the same in fun.
Certain games, like I enjoy playing, like certain board games I enjoy playing because, like, I'm just dominant at them. Because chess and checkers can be considered a board game as well.
It's not as much fun if you lose all the time.
Exactly. So, like, certain board games aren't fun because you just aren't very good at them, so you just don't have as much fun playing them. So that's what makes Monopoly and things like that funner than others, because they don't take as much of certain skills to play them, so you have more fun to fucking just kind of do what you want to do.
I guess technically I prefer card games than board games. Because I like games like Munchkin, which is like a dungeon-style card game. Oops, that was supposed to go the other side. Well, like a D&D style card game.
Yeah,
but it's silly. Like, there's silly stuff in it.
See, I feel that.
I don't know why. Like, it plays like a board game, but it's all cards.
Remember, you got 50-50 those.
I know, the other side of the tractor goes to the other thing. But
I like doing the questions of the day and having like a nice open discussion about the subject, you know? Nice non-controversial things, something that can kind of get you thinking about, okay, so I like this, but why do I like this kind of a deal? It's hard to get these discussions going when freaking nobody wants to really talk about them, so freaking open up the conversation, guys. Freaking talk about these things with me. Like, I'm probably the least judgy person you'll ever meet in your entire life, because I believe that everybody's different, everybody's got their own thing going on, right? I absolutely don't like it when somebody tells me you can't do this or you can't do that, or you have to like this or you have to like that, you know what I mean? So I don't like to push that onto others. I like to keep the ideology of being free open, right? Because essentially that's what we are. We're free thinking, free flowing human beings, right? Just like animals, they do what they want, right? Like, people like to think that they can control animals and this and that, and to an extent, yeah, you can control whatever the fuck you want with enough fucking force. But that's what baffles me about freaking, like, human beings in general is that there are so many different types of people out there.
what do you mean? Just in general?
Just in general, so many different types of people. But then you have the specific, the small categories of people, like saying, hey, I'm a Republican, so your beliefs don't matter to me because you're a Democrat, or
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
like different things like that that just bother me. They shouldn't bother me, but they bother me that ideology
No, I get it.
like that exists, because it shouldn't. We should all be allowed to have our own opinions, our own feelings, our own thoughts. Just like governments, they try to control the people with specific ideologies. And if you stray from that, then you are considered an evil person, or whatever they feel that you are, because you don't believe what they believe. Like, our presidency, like, if you don't have a religion of a specific kind, or if you do not believe in the God that the government has believed in for centuries, right? Then you can't be president. You're a fucking heathen. You know?
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, look it up. It's a thing.
I don't ever remember being required that you have to be a Christian to be a president.
No, not Christian. You have to believe in God. Look it up, it's a thing. If you don't believe in God the way that they feel that you need to believe in God, then you can't be president. Because
Your qualifications for presidency: you must be 35 years of age, natural-born citizen, and have lived in the United States for 14 years.
yeah, those are the written requirements.
Yeah, per the Constitution.
Yeah, when has our Constitution mattered? When was the
It's
last
supposed to
time?
matter.
When was the last time our Constitution actually mattered? The same thing goes with any other country. Yeah, there are written rules, and then there are unwritten rules, right? There are like unwritten rules of life and unwritten rules of a lot of things, right? But they're rules nonetheless. Like, remember when Obama was freaking getting elected, right? His religion went into question, like, So many times.
That's just
Religion shouldn't be a part of anything like that, but it is. Because it's an unwritten rule.
ask for stop, please.
Go. Just like when you play Monopoly, right? Anytime I've ever played Monopoly, the unwritten rule is if you any rent paid to the game itself, like say you pull the card fucking enchants pay $100 in taxes, that money would always go in the middle, and when you landed on free parking, the person who landed on free parking gets all the money in the middle.
I've never played it that way.
It's the way I've always played it. And it's just kind of an unwritten rule anytime we play Monopoly. So that's the thing you gotta think about it anymore is how many unwritten rules are there? Because that goes for anything and everything that you do. It's kind of stupid, but it's there. We all like to believe in freedom, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You believe in freedom, no?
Yep.
What makes you believe in freedom? First of all, what country do you live in?
Why ask that question?
What country do you live in, no?
America.
You live in America. So you believe in freedom, yes?
Yep.
So what makes you still today believe in freedom in this country?
I know. Don't ask me that question.
You don't know what makes you...
Where do you live, by the way?
I live in the United States, and
Okay.
every year I lose faith that we have freedom in this country. Freedom of speech gets stifled every year, right? We're not allowed to talk about certain things. We're not allowed to be whatever we want.
If you don't live in Canada, they're not allowed to talk about news on social media.
Exactly, and it's going to be the same way here in our country.
Yeah, they're not allowed. They're literally not allowed to talk about other than specific news outlets, like people. They're not allowed to like. This happened today as a regular person on social media. I didn't know that, and then I had this person from Canada on my Instagram, and she mentioned it, and there's like some act or something. She had said the name of it, but she was like, "We're not allowed to talk about news."
Yeah.
For fear of, she was like, "Because I don't want to lose my account. I'm not gonna say it, but look this up." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was like that over there."
And it's getting like that over here, like the other states, right? That are banning certain websites and certain apps. Like TikTok's banned in a couple states.
Yeah.
Like you can't use it there because
VPNs.
yeah, VPNs are a thing, but because they don't want their specific news or things like that, like your ideas getting out there and causing drama for other people, right? Like they don't want people to know what's going on. So they ban certain websites and certain apps
They
to
don't
keep...
want to communicate to each other aside from their news outlets, because then other things that other than what they want us to see will come out. For sure.
Yeah, and they don't want
that.
They don't want people to know the shitty things that are going on. You know, like when our certain freedoms are taken away from us or taken away from the citizens, right? They don't want people to be like, oh, that's fucked up, and kind of rise up and fucking challenge it. They don't want anybody to challenge them while they sit there and strip us of our freedoms every year. Like the women's rights in this state specifically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
They don't want that getting out.
No.
They don't want that freaking happening. Like, but because our government forces their beliefs onto us, we don't have a choice in it. They're like, oh, you could have voted. We
Right.
already
No,
know our votes don't matter.
Pass that shit without anybody voting for it.
Because we have a state representative. He votes for us. He's our. That's just really shitty. That
Yeah. They're trying to block IVF now too. So like people that are struggling to have babies. This just happened in like Alabama or something, or Texas, I don't remember. But they're trying to like keep people from being able to do IVF. So like, you know what yeah, in vitro.
okay,
So
yes, I know what that
they're
is.
trying to end that. Like just stop it. They're trying to block it from happening. So not only are they taking the ability to end a pregnancy away, but they're taking the ability to the people who want to have babies that can't, trying to stop them too. Which doesn't make any sense. Like I get like, okay, population. So like, oh, we gotta stop the abortions because our population is ass. Have less kids. Therefore, the workforce in the future is going to be smaller because our population, the projected growth of the population is
That's
lower,
another
right?
thing. Like, if they were so concerned about the population, maybe from state to state they're concerned, but at a federal level, they're just letting people in to the country.
Right, but
Like that thing, the federal government is giving tax breaks to people who take in illegals, feed them, and house them in exchange for quote-unquote work. Dishes, cleaning, lawn work, whatever. Which, I mean, yeah, it's not slavery, but at the end of the day, yes it is. Because if you look back to slavery, what did they do? They took people from other countries and other places, right? And these people, they don't have like green cards, things like that to go say work where I work, right? Where I work, you need freaking, you need proper identification to be able to file for taxes, right?
yeah,
But if they don't have that, they can't really join the actual workforce. So therefore, we have all of these people here illegally that don't pay taxes, that freaking just absolutely, I hate to use the word mooch, but mooch and Jose at work. He's here from Mexico legally with a green card, and he works. So I have nothing to say about that. I have no problem with people from any other country. But as long as they're here legally and paying their dues like the rest of us.
right.
Like, I lose a huge percentage of my paycheck every month, so much. But if I decided one day, well, you know what? I don't want to pay my taxes anymore. I go to federal prison.
Right.
Right?
Mm,
So why don't these guys have to go to fucking federal prison for not paying taxes to the federal government?
right. Good question.
I mean, we have to follow a set fucking rule, right? It's an unwritten rule. We do. Say I go and I sell a car right now.
It's not unwritten. We definitely have to. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just not a thing.
100%. It's written.
It's not a thing if you're here illegally. You don't have to do anything. Every dollar that I make, even if I make it on my own, you know, I've got my own business. I busted my ass, you know, I freaking busted my ass to do, while they sit on their lazy asses and take my freedoms every year. You know, I love government, right? Government's what keeps us all in order. But that's what it's supposed to do, is keep us in order. But instead they use their power of Law and Order to stifle everything we do every single day.
It's way too much.
I mean, I get it, freaking regulate laws, things like that. The government's good for that. Like, I think we have one of the best systems in place as far as government goes, but because it's being abused, it's not being freaking, not doing what it was meant to do, which is upsetting, right?
The tax thing is a bit much. It's definitely a problem.
Well, yeah, like, there's just certain things that need to be reworked. Like, I'm fine with our tax thing. Like, our tax thing is perfectly fine. But it's the new laws they come up with every year. Right? It's election year, so now our new president, and they're targeting specific demographics of people. Like right now, they're targeting.
I saw a thing this morning, literally this morning, about childcare, that they're gonna try to lower the cost of childcare.
Yeah.
Which honestly I hope they do, because it's really expensive.
Yeah, that would be a benefit.
That way people can't overcharge.
Yeah, but where's the government's hand in it is where you gotta think. No matter what they say they do, even if you feel like it's good for you, like the Obamacare thing, yeah, it was nice. But what happened? It got abused. It got fucking absolutely torn apart for the federal government's benefit. And to line the pockets of the rich, like the insurance companies. They're like, oh yeah, our prices up.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, we have to have insurance, you know, and they call it affordable, right? You have to have it, and affordable coverage will be freaking provided by your work. But what's affordable to them? Like, to the rich? Like, all the guys in fucking power right now, right? What is affordable to them?
Right.
Affordable
They don't
to them.
cost. There's no way that they do. They're all really old, and yeah, no, they don't know.
That's just the thing. Affordable to them and affordable to us are two different things. And that's the part that kills me, is that friggin' almost $300 of my money goes towards paying for insurance, but yet I still have to having to pay out the ass. Like, why do I even pay for insurance?
Because, you know, who knows?
Like, why?
You have to have it, because if you didn't have it, you have to pay a fine at the end of the year.
Because like we took Riley to the doctor, right? We spent $65 for him to look down her throat, look in her ear, and sign a prescription form. In what, 10 minutes? We paid $65 for 10 minutes. And that wasn't even covered by insurance. That was out of my pocket. Like, it just gets ridiculous at a certain point in time. And then you see on, like, when I get the insurance reports in from the insurance company from, like, a doctor's visit that does cover the insurance, and they're like, $500. Plus the copay, which has to be paid in cash. Like, what? So you're charging my insurance this much and then charging me out of pocket this much? Broken much?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's no wonder that the insurance companies jack their prices up, right? Or they're jacking the prices up. There's a reason that certain places jack prices up, because they're competitive, right? They're competitive business. So each insurance company tries to keep their prices lower than the other guy. But at a certain point in time, they have to cap it at the lowest amount they can, which is pretty high, because doctors' offices, hospitals, they charge so freaking much.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to guess how much a freaking ambulance ride is? What?
That's when something happens and you actually need one.
Just to walk in the emergency room? Another $500 to $1,000. Right there. Boom. Done. Like, get so freaking crazy.
Why do you think I spent so much time on Medicaid? I did say you have to make, or you have to make underneath. It's like, I don't even know.
And that's the crazy part too, is our economy's it's in the shitter right now. And not necessarily like in the shitter like we're all fucked, but like I make a really decent amount of money, but
no, it's in the shitter. They said within the next 5 years, literally no one will be able to take a vacation because of within the next 10 years, no one will be able to afford to buy a home. No one will be able to afford to go anywhere. People are gonna be struggling with groceries. Obviously, they already are. There was like a list of things, but like it was just stuff like there's a problem. There's a big problem that has not happened our entire lives until now. And that
being rich, that they just forget that there's other people that are impacted by the decisions they make in their lives. Right? Like companies that still pay minimum wage. Like what? You're really paying people minimum wage in this economy?
because they don't care.
But then their reasoning is,
Man.
oh, and you shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Stop, right?
Well, it's like McDonald's even. They pay people ass, but they're a multi-billion-dollar company all over the world. But they can't afford to pay people a living wage.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. Those people people
and
that work in food in service industries, but they're serving our food. They're making things for us to eat.
Fast food restaurants are starting to explore surge pricing.
Oh no, I saw that. So Wendy's did that. They came out yesterday and said they're not going to do it because of the backlash. So many people were pissed about it.
Well,
I replied to you.
It's the dumbest freaking idea in the world.
So many people were so pissed about it.
That's greed for you. They're like, oh, how can we bleed more money from everybody else?
Yeah, they came out and said that they're not going to do that because so many people were mad.
Why would they even think that would be a good idea?
I don't know. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh, you want to buy something? Sorry, it's in high demand right now, so it's gonna cost you more money. Like, what? At Wendy's? I don't think so.
And if they would have actually done that,
they would have went out of business.
No, they wouldn't have. People would have still ate them. All the other fast food restaurants would have followed.
Oh, and yeah.
Then what? Is everybody just gonna stop eating everywhere?
I mean,
nope. People are gonna just keep eating there and feeding into their fucking bullshit, and then it's just gonna become a set thing.
Well, I know ours would have went out of business because people around here are stubborn as fuck, and they probably would. That's just the area that we live in, though. But you're right. People in other areas probably would have just kept up with it.
Yeah, and that's what makes things fucked
up right now. They do that like they were saying, like it's because of things like Uber Eats, and they charge extra money for surge times, which is true. So when they're busy and you're ordering from fast food or whatever you want delivered, right?
So that makes more sense than, oh yeah, our menu's just good. The price is on our menu. If you show up at our restaurant because we're in high demand, you have to pay more. I drove here. The food, like, no.
I'm coming to pick it up myself. Like, fuck you. Yeah, no, they were like, no, never mind. They imagine the internet like blew up, and they were like, "Excuse me, Wendy? Excuse me, Wendy? I don't think so."
What keeps happening though is shitty ideas keep going out. Big companies are like, "We're just gonna do this and see what happens." And then when it
all about money, let's pinch money out of these people who can barely buy groceries. Let's pinch money out of them.
Or multiple companies will get together. And they'll be like, if we do this, they'll have no choice but to pay it.
Yeah.
You know?
The fuck we will, bitch.
Sure.
Yeah.
No choice. Otherwise, they suspend the tags on your vehicle and then you're driving illegally. So car insurance companies, they all got together and said, this is what we're going to charge. And they'll have no choice but to pay it.
Yeah.
Same thing with healthcare, all of it. They all get together. They say, oh yeah, we don't talk. we can't do that. That's freaking there's a word for it. Can't remember what the. They all get together. They have a nice little big meeting, nice big chat, and they're like, "This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna charge," you know. And if we want it to be successful, and we all want to make a bunch of money, we all have to be on board with it. So we're all gonna charge this much, even though we know it's entirely too fucking much for the service.
Yeah.
But they will have no choice but to pay it, and we all make money.
Absolutely.
And we'll pretend to be competitive by lowering the price by $1 or whatever, right? That's why all these big insurance companies, they all still exist instead of one big insurance company, right? Think of one insurance company freaking,
It's so weird. It says you're sitting in this one. My game is just broken today.
I'm in it.
Yeah, but you weren't. It's so weird. No, you're not. I don't know.
But it just frustrates me so much that we have to conform to all of this because we don't have a choice.
Yep.
Because there's no such thing as being self-insured anymore. You're not allowed to be self-insured.
America.
Right? Try to self-insure. See what happens.
It happened.
Yeah. Because that's not a valid freaking insurance. Right? You have to have some sort of major insurance company.
Yep.
You know what happened to the insurance companies that did exist? Like the General, right? The General insurance is not actual insurance. What it is a place that lines you up with an affordable insurance.
They used to be an actual insurance because I had them.
Yeah, well, they're not. Anytime I've ever gone to the General, anytime, what they do is they line you up with a representative. Somebody calls you and they're like, okay, so now you have a... Yeah, it's the way any of the companies work anymore.
I had them when I was younger. That's so weird.
That's the way it's working anymore. Big corporations, one corporation owns all of these different major corporations. They're called subsidiary companies. Yeah, you're still Wendy's, but we own the name. We'll collect the profits. Like I work at Alta, right? Well, we are owned by Itochu.
Right, I know.
And Itochu owns things like Dole Fruits and a couple different shoe brands, things like that. They're a good company to work for.
Yeah.
I mean, really good company to work for. They pay their employees anymore. Like, one big company owns all these smaller companies, they're called. They're just subsidiaries. So, in all reality, who's to say that one company doesn't own... It's their way to get around a monopoly. Because they say you can't own a monopoly. So it's their way. So say I start an LLC, right?
Love Wendy's.
So now that I run Wendy's, you know, I'm making a profit. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna buy Bob's Burgers. So now I own Bob's Burgers, right?
Yeah.
But now the town that I live in only has a Wendy's, only has Bob's Burgers. I have no competition now.
Right.
So therefore, I'm getting into the market of, oh, I create another LLC owned by my LLC.
Right.
So then I transfer the assets from my LLC into the new LLC. So now, therefore, I don't have a monopoly. It's owned by both of these places are owned by two different LLCs, but they're still subsidiaries of this LLC.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So they just break it up into multiple different companies.
I'm sure McDonald's owns a lot of companies, if I remember correctly.
So it's just their way of saying, well, yeah, sorry.
And Disney owns a lot that people don't even know about. Like, they own a lot.
So that's just the problem we're having in the country. Like, that's why my company is so good, because we're owned by a Japanese company.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not greedy assholes. They know how our country works, yeah, and they're out to make money, but they still don't sit there and try to gouge us. Oh, minimum wage. You're doing hard labor, minimum wage. right? They're not sitting there freaking screwing us over. They respect us as workers. They pay us really well. The more we make them money, the more they pay us, which is great. Like every year I've worked for these guys, I've gotten a nice raise, you know, because we produce more every year. We push hard. We make them money, so they put more money in as their way of saying thanks. You're making us money. We appreciate you. And if more companies treated their employees like that, I mean, I don't think we'd have such an issue with our economy. So have a 3% raise to adjust for your cost of living.
Right.
So, I mean,
I get it.
and everything's just so fucked up anymore. It's so fucked up. And it shouldn't be. We shouldn't be having these problems that we're having. But everybody says frickin' money runs the world. And they're right. Absolutely does. Money and fear drive the world. They say money is the root to all evil, right? Breaking people down and scaring them isn't an evil thing. So, I mean, if I were to ask my community for help, you know what I could put out a GoFundMe and fucking put a little freaking jar at the freaking store down the road and be like, I really need help, and I'll get a couple pennies here and there. But real help doesn't exist unless you're paying for it. So that's why I enjoy St. Jude's. Real help exists. Real help exists there. And I know that my money is making an impact in someone's life. So if more places were like that, like if there were actually more places like that, because they're quote unquote trying to help people.
Yeah, but they're a scam.
They're just scams. They're pocketing that money. And it's a shame. It's a shame you can't trust people anymore.
No.
I mean, I can't trust anybody. I don't trust gas station food. I don't trust the food I can buy from the grocery stores.
Yeah, I know.
Me and a guy at work were having a discussion these days. You'll know if they're a city kid or a country kid. Do you know how? So, he said a city girl will have big tits and a big ass at 12 years old. He said, do you know why? I said, why? He said, they are built like that because their body went through maturity much faster than it needed to go through. Because of all the hormones they're putting in the meat. So they're pumping these freaking cattle full of freaking hormones to make them grow fucking faster. The same thing with the freaking milk cows, chickens, all of it. They pump them full of freaking hormones. And
Yeah,
that's all they're eating. That's all these kids are eating.
Even where we are now, the chicken and stuff has hormones in it.
Exactly. But country kids, they eat more natural. So he'll say a 12-year-old that grew up in the country, who family fed him with hunting, fishing, things like that, they won't have that.
Well, yeah, I get that, but like most people that live out like where we are now, they're getting stuff at the grocery store and that's got hormones.
Go hunting, they go fishing. They get their food locally. Things like that, and they matter.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't.
And that's just the thing, like, and he's right, 100%. Like, you'll be able to tell the difference. And that's the craziest thing, like, that's why our girls don't look like the girls at their fucking school, right? Twigs.
Oh yeah, those girls at school are super skinny.
skinny and they're fucking all about the social media, talking about fucking butt plugs and
Yeah, that shit's fucked up. I hate it very much.
the internet and our food has ruined these children.
Yeah.
So now these little kids are running around thinking they're grown-ass women, right? You're fucking 12 years old. Stop it.
Yep.
Like, just fucking stop it.
Yeah, you're right. They absolutely do.
Like, my girls run around and they know their children, right?
Yep.
They don't know what any of this shit is. They have no fucking idea.
That's intentional.
Yes, I know it's fucking intentional. Certain things are for certain age groups for a reason. But when we live in an age where all you have to do is click a button that says, I agree.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep, I'm over 18. Oh, okay. And nobody does anything. They don't watch what their kids are doing, and that kills me.
Because they don't care. Their
Like,
kids are
you
quiet.
know what the kids doing on the internet? Like,
Their kids are
even
quiet,
though-
though, right? What does
Yeah.
it matter if their kids aren't bothering them? All their kids are is a paycheck to them. Right? I appreciate the extra money from the government at the end of the year for my kids, but that's not why I have kids.
I know.
My kids are the next generation, and I want them to be raised correctly.
Anyway, so like, it's not like, you know what I mean?
And you know, I'm not trying to sit here on the internet and be like, oh yeah, all these parents are shitty parents because they don't do what I do.
No.
But there is a certain point to where you need to regulate what your kids do. Like Travis next door, he's like, I can't control what she does. She just does whatever she wants. I can't take her phone and she'll throw a huge fit. Oh, beat that fucking kid's ass. Be a parent.
She does, absolutely.
You fucking spank the shit out of that kid. But my parents won't let it. She'll just run to my dad and my mom and, you know, I'll tell them to fuck off too. That's your kid. You will. If my kids ever fucking did that shit. Like, Andy tried that shit and I put her fucking phone through a wall.
Yeah, she learned.
She fucking learned. Do not fuck around or you will find out. Like, be the fucking parent. Quit being the child to your child.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And all kids these days, really, I can't say all kids, sorry. Let me redact that. Most kids act like that. And parents have the same excuse. And that's exactly what it is, a fucking excuse. Well, I can't spank them, it's against your law. It's child abuse. No, look up the fucking laws. You can open hand smack the shit out of your kid. You just can't punch your kidder. Just know the difference between beating your child and discipline.
You're not supposed to use something other than your hand.
Yeah, there's a big difference between beating your child and disciplining your child. I have only had to spank one of my children one time. One time. In 4 years. Crazy to think about that, right? And my kids don't run around fucking challenging me. Because I let them know every day who provides, where all their stuff comes from, that they will starve to death without us. Like, you better start respecting that, guys. Like, know the chain of command, and when you're older, you'll understand this. You'll realize just how fucking hard we work to raise your ass. So they're extremely grateful. I have extremely grateful, extremely hardworking children. And not because I have to beat them.
No.
Right?
It's not necessary.
It is. But that's what parents think they have to resort to. So therefore, now they've got these ungrateful...
No, it's not.
No, that's still got sunflower seeds in it.
Should I dump them?
You want to? I mean, I'm sure they'll fit.
Trying to be useful. Guess I could use this truck, huh?
It's just the dumbest shit that parents let their kids walk all over them in such a way.
Dog is chasing me.
It gets just out of hand anymore.
Oh, I agree. And the bullying and shit that people, like, if you were properly taking care of your child or looking after what they were doing online and stuff like that,
Your kid
or
wouldn't look
you
like a
actually
slut.
cared, they wouldn't be bullying like they do.
Your kid wouldn't look like candy down at the strip club at 12 years old.
Yeah.
You need to regulate what the fuck your kids wear. Like, why is your freaking 12-year-old wearing booty shorts? Do you know what booty shorts were designed for? So grown-ass men can see another woman snatch while they're walking around. Like, come on. You know what fucking V-necks, big old fucking long V-necks were created for? So men can look at their tits. Like, I hate to sound like a feminist here, but these skimpy little outfits that are predetermined to be female clothing that they now make for little girls is unacceptable. Keep that shit to women's clothing and women's sizes. Keep that shit out of child's clothes. Like, really, toddlers?
Yeah, right? Okay, so I saw this on TikTok yesterday. This dude was like at a store, right? And he was like, I was standing in line at the store, and some dude was literally on Instagram looking at. He said his entire Instagram feed was little girls, and he was like, I called him out. He was like, so I saw him, zooming in on someone's picture, and he was like, and I looked at him, and I was like, what are you doing? He was like, are you fucking pedophile? Right? And the dude's like, I prefer, what is the term? Minor attracted or something like that. And he was like, what? And he was like, so I yelled at the cashier, you need to get security and get this guy out of here. Right? So, like, these kids are being sexualized in their clothing, and then these creeps are fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get these
Like,
get your kids off of the fucking internet.
awful. Awful.
They just need to get their kids off the internet.
That too, but you know what I mean? Like,
Like,
well, I know, but stop dressing them like they're tiny women, too.
Yeah.
You know, dress them like little kids because that's what they are.
yeah, they're fucking children.
Like, those dudes wouldn't be looking at them like that if you didn't dress them that way. I don't think. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, how can you say stuff like that?" But
I won't freaking buy my girls freaking skimpy shit like that.
no.
Not around the house, not in public. I flat out told them, I said, I do not want to see you like that. I don't. Like, I don't want to see you like that. Like, I don't even want to see grown women looking like that.
No.
Like,
Modesty is my thing.
but guess
anymore.
what? If I were to wear shit like that, I would be shamed. That's shameful. Like, what?
No, I mean, modesty is not a thing anymore.
Oh, men have to be modest. Man can't dress like that. A woman can go shirtless.
I appreciate modesty.
This thing goes on Twitch and YouTube. This is a fucking shout out to Twitch and YouTube right here. You guys are dumb as fuck. Why is it that a woman can go on the internet and go on your websites shirtless and in their underwear? But if I were to take my shirt off right now, you would ban my account.
That doesn't even make sense.
Modesty only exists for men. Period. Otherwise, it's vulgar. It's disgusting.
No. Let me help you. Hold on. If a bigger person, an overweight woman, tries to do like that, she gets in trouble.
Yep, banned.
She'll get flagged and banned. But if you're skinny and you got big boobies, no one says a word. Ever.
That's right. And that's being exploited by grown women, and then these children are on the internet seeing this, so now you got these little girls doing the same shit.
And they think that that's what it needs. That's
Dude,
what you should be doing.
I flagged an account just the other day on Twitch. I was fucking hanging out, and there was these little girls. They were all just hanging out in their bikinis in a fucking yard. These kids couldn't have been more than fucking 14 years old. They're all just hanging out. and they've got like fucking 4,000 fucking viewers giving them fucking money. It's like, stop
What's on
giving
this,
these
like, your page or whatever?
on Twitch. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, stop giving these children money. Stop it, guys. You are contributing to a whole generation of fuckery.
Yeah. OnlyFans culture, right?
But people are gonna call me a Karen for that, right? Oh, you're a Karen. No, I'm
Okay.
not. I believe in fucking certain values.
Yeah.
Instilling this onto our children, good values. Like, what are we gonna grow up into? Like, when I'm old, what am I going to see?
Look, I know, like, freedom of religion and everything, but, like, people stopped giving a shit about, like, morality, and they stopped giving a shit about, like, church and stuff. Because, like, people used to go to church, like, everybody did, right, back in the day? And then that was our parents and our grandparents, and they had this sense of morality, right?
Yeah.
And morals and values and rules, and then everybody got away from that, and they got into, like, different shit, and now it's different, right? So I mean, I can see the correlation there because when I was a kid, I went to youth group and we talked about why our bodies are important and why it's important to protect ourselves from that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that at church. Like, people don't do that stuff anymore. They don't talk about morals and why that's important, that sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
not a thing.
Yeah. Morals and values.
Fuck it up. Like,
It's
it's
all
fucked.
about. Like Andy, I was cool with her having a TikTok account and all that shit, but then it started getting a little out of hand. So I couldn't do it anymore. Like, I gave it a shot because I'm fucking progressive, you know. Cool. I'm gonna give my kid a shot.
She never mentioned anything bad, but then she started seeing things that were not okay.
Yeah. Very inappropriate thing.
Oh. It's like they push that stuff intentionally. The stuff that gets pushed intentionally is absolutely ridiculous.
For money.
Yeah.
These things make TikTok money. These things make Twitch money. These things make YouTube money. So therefore they turn a blind eye to it because it's profit.
Oh, I know.
But it's these big companies that are taking morals and values away from everybody. Which then, therefore, we as parents need to step in and say, okay, this is unacceptable. We need to
Yeah.
stop this.
For sure.
So therefore, we put
We
guidelines
have,
and regulations, because that's the workaround that YouTube and everything on the internet freaking their workaround. They're like, oh, you can just regulate it, which is true.
You're the parent.
You're the
That's
parent.
your job.
Yeah. We did our due diligence. We put an agreement out there, and they clicked, I agree. But are we actually going to enforce it? No. That's your job.
Right.
Which, in a sense, it's true, but where are the morals there? Like, come on, Twitch. Come on, YouTube.
They don't care. So it's all a money game to them. You know?
Yeah, YouTube's a lot better than, like, 90% of the websites. They do regulate a lot.
Yeah, they check every bit of content before it's uploaded, which
But
I
only to a point,
Yeah.
right? They don't verify how old the child is when they post videos like that, right? They don't go, okay, this person's freaking over half naked. Like, maybe I should throw a verification there, make them send me their ID, so that we can verify that they are who they say they are and that they're over the age of 18 and they're not violating our agreement.
Me, who makes a family content video, gets my comments turned off because there might be a child in the video. You know what I mean? My comments get turned off on my videos all the time. Even though the girls are old enough to consent for themselves whether or not they want to be in the video and participate. Which, you know, a lot of people are like, they exploit their kids for content. I don't do that, you know? Like, I don't have any, like, millions of followers and none of that shit, because that's not what it's about. But, you know, these big channels that do that, they don't get their comments and shit turned off, because they make money.
Yep, because they make money.
For me, who's literally just recording stuff for memory's sake, I intentionally do that so that way we can have them later. But like, you know, it's stupid. It makes me mad.
The internet's stupid. That's why I just play games. I don't cruise social media. Like, I'll cruise TikTok every once in a while, you know, taking a shit or whatever. But
I only get on Instagram anymore. TikTok is full of most of the shit on TikTok is a lie for views. Honestly, a lot of the like people that are saying like this news stuff or whatever, most of it's lies, and I don't have time for that shit. Like, it's stupid
and then you see people harassing other people for views. Like, there's this guy freaking on the fucking TikTok. He's called Cart Narc, right? Oh, you didn't put your cart back, so now I'm gonna start fucking putting shit on your truck and intentionally pissing you off and fucking with your day, and then calling you a Karen because you're fucking pissed off because you're harassing them.
Right.
Like, are you not aware that harassment is illegal? Me, that shit ever happens to me, you know what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna call the police. I'm gonna have an officer come out there and just fucking remove that dickhead.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That dickhead will go to fucking jail. Like, because I'll leave my cart wherever the fuck I want, because that's somebody's job. That's job security, right? If I conform to whatever the grocery stores wanted, like, oh, if everybody put their carts back in the cart container, right? You know what happens? They just automate it. All the carts would go right where they need to be. They'll just automate it. Put somebody out of a job. Some young 16-year-old who's just trying to fucking bust his ass and fucking, or his or her ass to fucking make a little extra cash to do whatever it is that they want to do. You know? You're removing these jobs, effectively. Yeah, automation's cool and convenience is cool, but the more we fucking sit around and rely on it.
You're not moving over there.
I know.
This is entertaining. I'm just farting around today, apparently.
That's all I ever do, just fucking let the AI do their thing. It becomes a bigger problem than it's worth.
There's so many vehicles to tap into. Holy crap. Found it.
Shit just gets so ridiculous anymore. People are ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And all for the sake of convenience.
Absolutely. Oh, my kids take care of themselves? Got it. I don't have to pay attention to what they're doing. Here we go. You ready? Oh, that's fun.
Cool. Now I can freaking plant this field. I'm gonna put oats in this field.
Oh, the pellets don't pick up water.
Obsessed with so freaking much that the world's going in this direction. And it's really mainly just our country. Other countries really regulate shit.
The American dream is to leave. 100%. It's not a thing anymore to want to be here. Because it's just... everything's so fucked up. everything.
I just hate that it's such a problem. Like, I like freedom and all that, and freedom's great, but at a certain point in time, our youth is being
What freedom do we actually have?
our youth is being effectively poisoned. The dream's still there, but every generation gets poisoned more and more.
Well, yeah, and it's like more and more less of the goals are less obtainable. It's harder. Like you cannot. When we were kids, our parents could work the jobs that they had and afford a house. Now
You can
it's
come
not.
grab this little red tractor if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll come get it in a minute. I'm doing something right now. Cleaning out my mess that I made.
Much. And that's why we see a decline every year, right? Every year we see some sort of decline. It's because since the internet fucking even happened, right? When we were kids, the internet really wasn't as prominent of a thing. Yeah, it existed, but it wasn't really as big of a thing. But slowly but surely, the internet poisoned every last one of us every year, right? Even me, the internet poisoned me for a while.
Poison you, huh?
Fucking just bullshit, like social media, things like that. I used to spend a huge amount of time on social media.
Oh, really?
Feeding into the drama, feeding into the bullshit, and I just became a fucking toxic piece of shit.
Got time for any of that. Never did.
Yeah, I fucking worked out of it, but now the internet rules everything, right? The internet, everything on the internet's fucking the truth. Everybody rise up and follow my idea. Everybody needs to be an influencer. Everybody needs to be something special. Everybody needs to be
Everybody's
unique.
a fucking fearmonger too. Everyone. Oh no, this is gonna happen. Better have your. The big thing right now is like bug out bags and preppers and.
Oh yeah, where are we all gonna bug out to?
Who knows? Who knows?
Like really, where the fuck are we gonna bug out to?
Right.
Where are you guys gonna go? Where are hundreds and thousands and millions of people gonna bug out to at the same fucking time? Really, guys? Maybe just try to fix it instead of fucking running away. Right?
Better get your shit ready, cause you know when shit hits the fan, it's time to leave.
Yeah. Shit.
That's what everyone's doing right now. That's what they're talking about.
Like, where the fuck are you gonna go? Why don't you just try to fix the environment that you live in? Band together as a community and fucking help each other. You have a little more than most. You see your fucking neighbors really struggling to do what they need to do. Fucking help them. Stop being a selfish prick. If my neighbor, I don't like my neighbors, but if my neighbors came to me and asked me for help, or if I saw them truly struggling, I would be there for them. Because those are my neighbors. That is my community. Right? But everybody's so fucking selfish that like we're just running into so many problems. Just a problem, a constant fucking problem. Everybody just needs to chill out. Like, really. But yeah, the housing market's bad. Quit making it worse.
No shit.
You as a homeowner know that this is the problem, right? So why in the F are you charging $3,000 for rent?
Yep.
Maybe try to make this a little bit affordable for somebody to live.
There's no way that those people, like, yeah, the interest rates are high right now, but there's no way these people that already own these houses are paying that.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to make a profit so they don't have to go to a job and contribute.
Landlords are the worst.
Like seriously, guys, like
they're the fucking worst.
that goes along with helping your community. Like, if you're a homeowner and you are renting your house out, you are now a major part of the community, right?
Making it impossible for people to live, and it's awful.
The most awful freaking thing possible.
You're charging out the ass, and then you're charging first month, last month security deposit plus $500 plus an application fee. dude, you're contributing to homelessness 100%.
Yeah.
Like, they are absolutely contributing to homelessness because people can't afford that shit and they can't live. And I just saw something earlier in our community. Someone posted looking for a 2 to 3 bedroom house for rent, and then some lady commented, "Me and my family have been looking for a year, and we have not found anything. 1 year they've been searching for a home to rent in our area, and they can't find anything. Nobody can live anywhere.
Nowhere, and that's a problem, right?
That's a big problem.
But then you got progressive people, like these people that are throwing up these apartments, right? These affordable apartments around here.
Yeah, they're all full.
They're all full, and they're not even built yet.
Yeah,
That should say something, right?
yeah. No pets allowed with those either, but you know.
I get it. People are disgusting, and they just let their animals fuck shit up.
Oh, I know. Most people, yeah. But no, it's just like it's crazy because these people, they just want to live somewhere. Like, where are they staying that they, you know what I mean? Like,
You know
people
what
are like
happens
living in RVs
when
and
you
shit.
freaking produce a population boom? Your local economy grows significantly because those people now have a place to live. So therefore, now they have a place to live. They've got to get a job. They've got to buy groceries. They've got to live around that area. So therefore, they're circulating more money in that specific area.
Yeah.
But if you make it so that people can't live there, your economy does not prosper the way it should.
Yeah, $3,600 a month for a 3-bedroom house is absolutely ridiculous.
So now you're just sitting in a stagnant fucking area that doesn't grow, that doesn't do anything, right? Your schools don't have any fucking money because there's no tax money coming in and out, right?
Nope. And on top of that, they don't vote for the schools, so.
Yeah, people around here don't give a fuck about the schools. All they care about is their property taxes going up. Oh, my property tax goes up $100 a year.
$100 for an entire year. Wow.
Yeah.
What a crime.
And
Because our kids need books and shit. Oh no.
yeah, and that's how greedy they are out here. They're just greed. Greed.
Then and
greed.
their answer is, well, homeschool your kids because our schools are shit. That's what they want. The local people.
But if you go to the next county over, they pour money into their schools.
Yeah.
And you know what? And look at their fucking economy. They're just constantly growing over there. But right here in this county, nothing. They won't let any new ideas in. They won't let fucking anything happen here. So therefore, we just sit in a fucking stagnant fucking area.
And our poor kids.
But they sit there and they charge out ass for everything. It's like,
and the opportunities for our children are small.
Yep.
If they're not a cheerleader or on a sport team, the main sports teams, they have no chances of doing anything outside of school with that. Yep. Because that's all that they they give a shit about.
All they'll ever give a shit about.
People were complaining because the robotics team was trying to do a fundraiser. The robotics team. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, robots are evil.
It's like, what?
If it has to do with education, it's not happening in this county. And that's just a really shitty thing sometimes.
Insane. Absolutely insane. It sucks because it's like, you want to live out in the country, which is, I like being in the country and I like having space away from people. You know, you're gonna have to suffer for it, and that's some ass.
Yeah.
Pure ass.
And honestly, it wouldn't even be that bad, like, having a little more people around here. We'd probably have cheaper groceries, we'd probably have cheaper fuel, we'd probably have a lot of cheaper everything. But because it's so far and few in between, and they're all greedy fucks.
Yes, they are.
Like even Chad over there at the fucking Naples store.
Oh, dude. He's hella greedy. I'm sorry, but he is.
He's a greedy motherfucker.
They double price everything that's not regulated from the vendor. double price. You want a box of donuts? $6.
Yep.
Like, every little thing in there is literally like, the thing of medicine being $13 for a thing of Dayquil.
Yep.
Like, that's fucked. Because,
But you're paying
like,
for
I get
convenience.
upcharging. I totally understand upcharging it for convenience, maybe by a couple bucks, but not double the price. So he gets, like, you mean he's not paying? That's what it means. They're not paying for anything.
Nope.
Like,
None.
that's fucked.
And they're profiting from it. Fat.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
And I hate to say this, but he's like one of the main guys in their little Republican Party they've got.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, you're giving
Republicans in general, but like,
those.
there's a difference between Republicans and like super like the extreme ones. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
There's definitely a difference.
they're definitely extreme around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucked. All of it's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're gonna loop right back around to freedom. Where do I have any freedom?
Right.
Freedom's not free. Yes, true. But it's not in the sense that you think, oh yeah, freedom's not free, they go and fight and die for you. No, freedom's not free because if you don't have a fucking dollar,
Right.
you're not free. You're not free to do anything. Oh, you can walk down the street, you can go down here and go there, go here, you can go wherever you want. Yeah, maybe I can walk freely. If I want to do anything, I am paying for it heavily. I want a candy bar? Shoot, that $1 doesn't buy me freedom. I need at least $2.50.
Right.
But even that's taxed, right? I can't just go out and make money. You know, that $500 I just made, realistically, I only just made like $400.
Right.
Because between sales tax, state tax, federal tax,
Right.
you gotta pay on it at the end of the year, right? If you don't report that and they find out you don't report that income, you're in some serious shit with the IRS. It's like, come on, guys. Like, I get it, tax my paychecks, cool. But when I go out and I make personal money, I shouldn't have to freaking I shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, it's money I went out and freely made. I paid you my money. I paid my dues working my freaking job.
Yeah.
Like, when is enough enough?
It's not.
Like, because I believe in paying my taxes because it pays for a lot of good things, roads, infrastructure, things like that.
Yeah.
But every dime that I make has to be taken from me.
Right.
Why does that have to be a thing?
Good question. It'd be nice to know.
Because yeah, I'm not against paying taxes. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm done paying taxes. I don't need to do this. They take too much. Pay your taxes, guys. Really, pay your taxes. Well, the government just squanders it and does this with it and does that. Just pay your taxes. Just do it. For real, it's a good thing. Taxes are a good thing. Yeah, taxes get a little bit higher every year, whatever, but, you know, the biggest problem is taxes are so high and the cost of living is so high that it just doesn't balance out. So maybe they lower the taxes a little bit until the fucking economy picks back up.
It won't. You would think so, but no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So yeah, I like government. I like my government. it just gets frustrating the way they run things sometimes. I mean, honestly, like, you hear these people, we're gonna rise up against the government. Don't do that, guys. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's
You need them.
we need them 100%. Like, I get it. You guys have your own ideas. Everybody needs to stop having shitty ideas. Just stop having ideas, guys. Just stop. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow and know that they've got a plan in place that works. Yeah, vote for the laws and shit. Their laws are shitty. Like, some of the shitty fucking laws they come up with. Fucking fight those. Don't fight the government as a whole, but fight the laws that they're enacting, right? Be like, hey, we don't want this.
Right.
Like, our representative's a fucking dipshit. We don't want this. So, you do have a choice at a certain point in time, but enough of you have to stop sitting around and blaming the government for all of the problems that we have. Because it's not the government that's fucking doing it. They're just doing what your representative, your state representative, says that you want. Fight for your rights at a state level. At a federal level? I mean, they literally just do what your representatives from your state say.
Yeah.
Your state and local government is your federal government. So stop trying to rise up against the federal government as a whole. Stay out of fucking Washington. Like, really, guys. Like, that's what killed me about that whole thing. What was that fucking, when Trump was fucking getting voted out or whatever, they rose up in Washington and stormed the Capitol building.
That was fucked up.
Why,
Honestly,
guys?
yeah.
It was your fucking state representative that fucked you.
Right, those people didn't do anything. They're just doing their job. Like those people in that house or whatever, wherever that was. I don't know. That's imagine like they're just trying to work, and like that shit happened. I'd be.
Yeah. If you don't agree with what
Alright, I'm out. Fuck this job.
Yeah, if you don't agree with what the federal fucking government is doing, then fight for it at a state level. Your state representative speaks for you. And if they're not speaking for you as a community, protest at a fucking state level. Just stay out of Washington, really, guys. It's asinine. It just makes you look like a fucking idiot. Like, come on. What are they gonna do in Washington? All these state representatives, they represent their states. Like, you're just going to Washington to fucking protest Washington at that point. Like, are you guys that uneducated that you guys... I'm not even educated in the fucking government like that, but I know how it works. Like, read your Constitution, guys. Right? Don't say the federal government's taking your rights away when it's not even the federal government. It's at a state level.
They don't know.
They don't know, but they're just following what social media says. And that's what made Trump such a fucking wicked fucking awesome fucking president. Is he informed the people through social media what they know. Most people, that's all they know is social media. So he ran the country through social media. He talked to the people, he let the people know what was going on, and people were able to vote for the right thing. It wasn't him that made everything better, right? The fact that he informed everybody what was going on, and everybody's like, oh, okay, so I need to vote for this. I need to do this. I need to do that, right? It gave people the power that they needed to do what needed to be done, right? But now people are like, oh, the Biden administration's doing this, and they're doing that, and they're taking all this from me.
Are they really? I don't
Are
think
they?
they
No,
are.
you're stopping it by not being informed because it's not all over social media. But that's why, like, the Democrats and all that, they hated Trump because he used social media to the advantage for the people. He informed the people of what was going on. Yeah, he was kind of a douche about it, but oh well. Sometimes people are douchey. I'm not gonna judge him based on his fucking douchey personality, right? I'm not gonna be friends with him. I'm not gonna go out and have a beer with him. He's a douche. I mean, but the way he did things was smart. It was the fucking way to do it. And that's what made him a great president, is you guys, you the people, made Trump who he was. By being informed and voting on things. So therefore your state representative, Democrat or Republican, had no real choice but to vote in your favor because you went out. You fucking, he said, oh, this is happening, and you're like, oh shit, I better go out and vote for that. But what's happening right now is they're not informing you of all these votes going on. Right? So therefore you're not going out and voting because you don't even know these votes are going on. But they're like, oh yeah, it was on TV. It was here. But because they're not posting it on social media, people aren't being informed. So now they're angry because now they feel like they don't have a choice because they weren't there for the vote. They weren't there to inform their representatives, people who speak for them at a federal level, of what's going on. So now the people that are assholes and fucking have shitty ideas, they were the ones who were informed. They're the ones who went out and voted, and now you're stuck with their shitty ideas. Right? You're stuck with their shitty choices. So stop complaining about how the federal government's fucking you when it's yourself, your community. And these are facts, whether you like them or not. Right? I get some asshole in here in my chat right now and be like, oh yeah, you're full of shit. Prove me wrong. Me, I don't complain a whole lot about what's going on because I don't vote. Right? I'm one of those people that feels that my vote doesn't matter. But because I don't vote, I don't complain so fucking hard. You know, yeah, I complain about the fucking taxes and shit, but that's just fucking whatever. I live with it, I deal with it. Rent prices are ridiculous, but that's not even a fucking vote. That's not even something I have a choice in.
Nope.
We don't have a choice in that. Nobody does. That's just a community issue.
Yep.
That's just a major community issue. All these greedy people see other greedy people getting away with it. Like what I was saying earlier, like big companies, right? They get together, they're like, this is the price we're setting. So they have no choice but to pay it. So now look where we're at. Because we didn't fucking band together as a community. We're all fucked with the choices we made. We all made these choices as a community. Right? When given a choice between homeless and living in a house, I mean, we all want to live in a house. We all want to live somewhere. So
No,
all these people got, it took one smart person to realize this and go, yep, I'm greedy, and they don't have a choice but to find a place to live, so they have no choice but to pay the price that I say they gotta pay.
Stupid.
It is. It's absolutely ridiculous. It just gets out of hand, and now that things are out of hand, everybody's pissed about it. But what are you gonna do about it? Nothing you can do. We didn't stop it early enough. The economy is based on the people, not what the federal government does. It's not the federal government that's fucking our economy up. It's fucking everybody in the community. All the way down, all the way from the farmers to the fucking local fucking store owners. Right? It's everybody as a community. So just stop fucking complaining about shit like that and fix it. Like if I owned a house, my rent would be cheap as fuck. And if my mortgage was a little higher than what the fucking rent was, I have a job. I'll offset it. I'll take that money that they're paying in rent and fucking offset that. Yeah, I won't be paying as much for my mortgage, which will be great, right? I'm not paying, say I charge only $900 a month, right? And my mortgage is $1,900. Yeah, I'll be paying only $1,000, but it's better than paying $1,900. And I'm still contributing to my economy, my local economy, by working my job and circulating money. I'll be contributing to my government by paying my taxes. I mean,
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that. The point of an income property is that it's an income property. So it's supposed to be a profit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You wouldn't be profiting off of that.
And that's the thing, though. Like, once you get the property paid off, are you gonna still charge that much? Of course you are. You've gotten away with it for this long.
Right. So that I know for a fact that there's people that do that.
Right.
And then they take the money that they made and buy another property. That's how that works. Like the income properties and the landlords, like it's kind of awful because like, and then they pass it on to their kids. So like, where we used to live, it was a family that had multiple rental properties. In our house, when we were in specifically, they actually passed on to one of their children and their kid, who was probably, at the time he was younger than me, they handed him this rental property and he became our landlord. Like, and then at the end of the year when our lease was up, in order for us to be able to stay there, he would have either had to pay more money, so we ended up moving because he raised the rent. Like,
it just goes along with greed. Like, just stop being greedy fucks. It gets so frustrating that people can't work together as a community to fucking create a better world. Like, you're still gonna make money. Yeah, you're not gonna make hundreds and thousands of dollars, but you can. Like, it just takes a little bit extra time. It's all about instant gratification. If they can't have it now, then it's not worth having, right?
Apparently not.
Me, I've been a firm believer of taking it for the long run, right? Yeah, we own property, but we had to work extremely hard for it, right? We're selling it for a fucking steal, cheaper than any other property, right? Because it's a fair fucking price, right? Yeah, we're gonna profit off it a little bit, but income property, right? We played the long run, and somebody's getting a killer deal because we fucking played the long game. Our property became worth more money, right? And now we're gonna profit. We're gonna fucking work on getting a house. Yeah, we're still gonna have a mortgage and shit, but
it'll be worth it at that point because then we'll be home.
Yeah, we'll have a home. We'll have everything we need. Then from there, once we own and we no longer pay a mortgage, we'll be able
after
to.
it's built, you have like 180 days, and then if you put that money back into a property, like a home, primary residence, whatever, you don't have to do the gain income, whatever.
That's another tax that frustrates me, like capital gains tax. That's something that we don't.
You don't have to pay capital gains tax if you buy a house within 180 days.
But that goes along with being frustrated by the whole tax thing. Like, I pay my taxes, right?
Yeah.
I made that money. Why do I have to pay taxes on money like that? Like,
I agree, 100%. Especially at that amount. And I don't know, like, is it possible to buy a house within 6 months? I mean, I think it is, but I'm not 100%. I don't know how it all works, you know?
Yes.
So, like, you have to flip it pretty quickly in order to avoid dealing with that.
Yep.
Like, 6 months is not a very long amount of time to be able to sell something and buy something. It's gotta be fast.
Yeah. Really fast.
Yeah. But I think if you guys do it together, it shouldn't be too bad.
Because we're family. We're working as a community. Because family is community, right? But because we all work together for a common goal, we are going to have the things we want for the future.
For sure.
And we don't have to be greedy about it.
No, there's no greed there. It's let's figure it out.
Yeah, we have a job. We have all of this, right?
Yeah.
We're not overcharging for fucking anything, right? What we could have done with that property, slapped a trailer on it. Charge fucking $1,500 a month to stay in that trailer with a little bit of solar, you know, fucking dig a quick little septic. It would have cost us a fraction of what we would have made in a year renting the property out. Right? We could have been just like that and just been just fucking straight assholes about it. Even though we owned the property, right? Didn't have to pay a mortgage, nothing like that. Like, we could have profited off it that way. Were we all into that shit? Nah.
Yeah.
Not really all about that shit.
It's more about family than anything for us anyway. And that's not the case for everyone, but
Nope.
you know.
What?
So I don't know why I'm kind of sleepy, but I am. I shouldn't be, but I am. I think it's just because Jasper's been a butthead and not let me sleep very well lately.
It's just out of hand anymore.
I know.
And you know, this stream's not gonna reach anybody. It's the sad part. Because I'm not some major internet sensation. These words will never reach anybody. Like, nobody. You think anybody's on the internet preaching about community and fucking family and fucking all of this? Not a goddamn person. They're all about just scaring people and fucking doing what they want so they can profit. Everybody wants to profit. Everybody's an internet sensation. But the biggest problem is you can't be a big internet sensation unless you're spreading lies. Or fucking sitting around topless flopping your freaking tits around.
Yeah, thanks. No, thank you.
Like, there's just no possible way. Like, there's select people that fucking do make it big, like certain Twitch streamers. There's like
Get lucky.
Dr. Disrespect, fucking.
Yeah, but he's a gimmick in himself anyway.
But he's entertaining. He gives you a product. He works hard for it. Congratulations. Right? There's lots of people out there that work really hard and they're successful at it. But then there's those fucking freeloaders that sit around just fear-mongering and lying to people and just fucking people's days up for no reason. Like, give me a break, guys. Show some integrity. Like, show some fucking integrity. You're passing bullshit on to the next generation. And then the next generation's gonna go through and they're still gonna fucking break the cycle, guys. Break the fucking cycle. be unique, but be honest. Show some integrity.
What do you want me to do, Jasper?
Show something other than selfishness and greed.
Right. For sure.
You'll hear some people say, oh, go to church, pray to God, fucking do this, do that. Like, cool, you can do that.
Yeah,
Or,
I knew that, but it doesn't matter.
or at the end of the day, try not being a piece of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can do that, but there are plenty of people that go to church and believe in God that are assholes. So that's not an excuse or an out because that that's not the case. You know, there are some people that use that and they use God as fear mongering or as a way to condemn people, and I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe with that at all. I don't think that's what it's supposed to
Not at
be at
all.
all.
That's why I don't believe in going to church. Like, I believe in God wholeheartedly, but
I've
that's
been
my
to
belief.
church, and I've been to a church that doesn't subscribe to that, and that's how I feel. Like there are places that are okay, but a lot of them, a lot of them are negative and scary, and that's not okay. And they hurt people, and I don't agree with that.
It's just a really shitty way of doing things anymore.
And I wish,
Everybody's
yeah,
like, I can't say everybody. There was a guy at work, you know, he noticed that I always wore the same pair of pants because I dump all my money into my family. Like, I don't buy stuff, clothes for myself. So he's like, you know what? I got a whole stack of pants I don't wear. You know, they don't really fit me anymore. Have these. And you know what? That helped me so fucking much, and I couldn't be more grateful for it. Right? And that's community. Seeing somebody who needs something and being, you know what? Instead of taking these to a fucking, a Goodwill, I noticed this person needs it. Or, if you have an excess of clothing like that, set up a little freaking table on the side of the road and just put free clothes on it.
yeah.
Right? Let people stop and say, hey, yeah, I need this. Instead of being like, oh man, I need clothes, so I'm gonna stop by the Goodwill and freaking pay a corporation a bunch of money. Yeah, sure, they're cheap, $2 for a pair of pants.
Go to a place like a privately owned thrift store. I like Goodwill every once in a while, but like I like the other thrift store better because they're owned and they benefit the animal shelter. Like there's a difference. Because you're right, Goodwill has become a corporation.
And like, remember all those tools that I got from my grandpa?
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of tools.
I'm sure.
I made maybe 200 bucks.
Yeah.
Just kind of the cost of my labor to fucking haul it all around. That was a fucking real pain. But my grandpa, he believed in, if you need it, here, have it. He didn't care about making a massive profit on anything. Like, he'd bring so much stuff home because he worked over at the one thrift store. He'd bring so much shit home and he'd just give it all away. All of it. Because he didn't believe that fucking things like that needed to be fucking sold. Like, he had so many fucking clothes.
He absolutely was a godly person. He talked about that all the time.
He was a great man. And he had great values that we no longer have today. It upsets me to see the world go to such shit because of all of it.
Well, we don't have to be like them. Thank goodness. We get to choose.
Yep.
You know?
But how hard do we have to work? At what point do I get to relax?
I know.
At what point do I actually get to live?
Right. I get it. In the United States, you don't. They wait until you're dead.
And then they're trying to raise the retirement age to 70. It's like,
they want you to work until you are dead. They don't care.
It gets to be a whole lot. My body, I feel like I'm 50. My body hurts so bad sometimes.
I know.
Like,
They know.
it's not just a this year problem. It's a every year it gets
I
worse
know.
problem.
I know.
Because of the exact point I made. Everybody getting together and deciding, well, shit, it's working for this guy. Look, I want to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
So they end
All
up.
the higher up. No, you know what it is? All those old people in Congress and whatever, they need to be retired. Like 100% they need to be retired. Like they need out.
I already went
They're
over
old
this.
now, but they don't want to leave. So if they raise the retirement age, they don't have to leave.
I already
They
went
don't
over
give a
this.
fuck about anybody else. I know.
We vote those people in.
Hmm. I know.
If you don't like it, vote against them. That's just the thing. Everybody's complaining about these guys, but they still vote for them any fucking way, or they don't vote at all.
They can't vote them out. That's the thing. They've been in there for so long, they cannot vote them out.
They can't.
They either have to die or retire.
No, they can vote them out. What happens is that they're the only fucking candidate. They have more money, so they're able to put their faces everywhere. So uninformed people see that face and they're like, oh, this must be the guy, so they vote for him.
Yeah,
You
but we
can
don't.
absolutely vote these guys out.
We don't vote for Senate.
But do we?
We vote for our representatives locally, and they vote for the Senate.
That's right. So vote locally. Get somebody fucking in there that you actually want in there instead of complaining about the assholes who've been in there so long. Yeah, your vote may not fucking count. It may not go your way. But if enough people fucking share the same idea and actually do something about it, the power is real. So, I mean, we went over that earlier in the stream. Like,
I'm just saying in general,
fight for it. I live by the motto, if you really truly want something, you will have it. And it's proven true in all levels of everybody's lives, right? Obviously, fucking the people don't want these guys out, right? They may say so, but if the people as a whole truly wanted these guys out, they would be out. But instead, everybody's being all fucking hillbilly about it. Oh, we need to rise up. We need to fight. No, you don't. There's fucking... What's the word for it? I'll just say there's things in place that make it so that you matter without having to fucking fight. Right? I may not believe in freaking going and fighting and dying in other countries, but at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you just kind of got to go with that. Like, your tax money's going towards fucking all of that. Fucking, if enough people disagree with it and they actually fought for it on paper and they fought for it fucking in rallies and they actually fucking made a difference, you know, certain policies wouldn't exist. Certain monies would be allocated elsewhere. The people would matter, but because people don't value themselves or their environment, because they're controlled. They're controlled. Every one of them's a fucking slave, a sheep. They're like, oh, the government's gonna fucking, they know best. Government knows best. Sometimes they just don't know best, right? Yeah, I trust my government to do the right thing, but sometimes I just think to myself, man, they really don't know what they're doing, do they? But I didn't vote for it. You know, I'm one of the ones who went with the flow. So, all I can really say is that, you know, but I contributed to the problem. Because I didn't vote. I didn't make my opinions heard. I didn't do anything that I should have done to make a difference or an impact at that level. So, if you want to make an impact, make that impact. Whether it be just voting locally. Because, yeah, the school vote was frustrating, but did I vote? No. Maybe my one vote was all we needed to make it so the school did get that funding. Maybe both of our votes were that
Yeah.
contributing factor. But did we vote?
No.
We didn't
Yeah,
vote.
right.
So all we're doing is just complaining about a problem that we contributed to.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. And then the ideology of it is what it is. I mean, it works, I guess. I mean, if you just want to go with the flow, and that's the ideology I use, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. Like, I didn't do anything when it mattered, and now it is what it is. But do I want to be the guy that says it is what it is after I did all I could to fucking make my opinion heard and do what needed to be done, like voting and things like that? Or do I want to be the guy that fucking says it is what it is and be the guy that did nothing about it and just fucking kind of went with whatever? You know, these days, you know, I want to be that guy that voted and can be like, you know, it is what it is, and complain for a reason. But anymore, I just complain for no fucking reason. No reason at all. I complain about all this bullshit, but I never voted on it. I've never voted for a single U.S. president.
I have.
I've never been in a fucking voting booth. I've never been to any of their electronic screens or anything. I've never done any of that.
I voted in the past. I used to.
So, my opinions were never heard. My vote was never counted. Everything that I complain about doesn't matter. Because I had no say. I didn't make it heard. So, all I can say to all those people that are complaining and whining and just straight up blaming everybody for the problem, well, if you didn't vote, if you didn't make your voice heard, then you're part of the problem, just like me. I'm always the first to admit when I have a wrong, and you know what? I'm part of the problem. Am I okay with it? Not mentally. No, I'm not okay with it. But in the future, am I gonna change? Slim chance I'll change and fucking go out and vote and be an active member of my community.
Yeah.
But I don't really, like, I preach be a part of your community, shit like that, but I fucking hate my community. Like, yeah, I'll help somebody in need if I see them, but do I ever leave my fucking house? No. So at the end of the day, like, what do I really have to complain about? My own self-fucking worth. Answer me this. What are you worth? What do you feel you're worth?
What do you mean?
Just
Like money-wise?
no. What do you feel that you're worth?
I don't know.
Like, if you were to die tomorrow, what have you contributed? What is your worth to the
My
world?
kid.
Your kids are your worth, your value, and that's my value. Like, my kids are what I'm contributing to this world, and I want them to be contributing members of society. Kids that vote, kids that fucking make a difference.
For them.
I may not have made a difference, but I know wholeheartedly that when I pass on, my kids may not have all the values that I try to instill to be able to take and contribute the way I would have if I was their age, right? yeah, if I were to die tomorrow, yeah, I'd feel like a fucking failure because I didn't get to finish what I started. But if I were to die at 65, I would wholeheartedly know that my kids would know better, would know the difference, right? And they'd be able to help the world for the better, opposed to what I've done my whole life. It's
not over yet.
It's pass the buck and fucking just kind of go along like a sheep. My kids may not both be leaders when they grow up, but they won't be sheep. They'll be free-thinking individuals that know that they can make a difference, that they are something. Not too late for me to make a difference, but
No.
my
Never
mental
too late to
state,
make a difference.
my entire mental state's fucked. People have fucked me up pretty hard. So I won't even go anywhere really alone. I'll go down to the store down the street alone. But that is it. And even that I don't like doing. I don't like going anywhere alone because people will single you out and just make you the worst individual possible. Right? You see all those Karen videos out there, right? Where's that Karen's backup? Where are they at? You've got 4 people yelling at this one single person, holding them hostage in one spot, just really making them feel cornered. Do you ever fight a cornered animal? You ever go home, guys, and corner a cat?
No thanks.
Go ahead, corner that cat and find out what's happened. And that's what these people are essentially doing to these quote-unquote Karens. Like, over half of these quote-unquote Karens aren't even Karens, right?
No, we don't even know the whole side of the story. Like we don't know what caused them to be upset.
A Karen, when I see somebody, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, they're pissed off, so they're a Karen. No, a Karen's that fucking person that goes into fucking McDonald's and slams their fucking food on the table because it wasn't right. That's a Karen. But I've seen so many videos of they're like, oh, my Karen neighbor. Quit fucking antagonizing them. Quit pinning them into a corner and fucking with them.
Leave them alone.
Leave them the fuck alone, right? Just fucking leave them alone. Leave people alone. So now everybody is a fucking Karen because people think it's funny to fucking harass other people and corner them. And now these people are just so distraught that they're just fucking spouting bullshit and they're just so pissed. Like those people that are parked, like I'll see these videos, they're parked in front of this lady's house and she's like, you need to move. Like, get off my street. Like, you don't belong here, get the fuck out of here. And then they're like, we're not gonna move. And they're like, leave, like, go. Like, just fucking go. Move your fucking car down the street. Fucking leave. And then you're fucking with old people now, too? Like, a lot of these quote-unquote Karens, they're fucking old. It's called elder abuse. Like, stop fucking with these old people. Stop fucking with people in parking lots, throwing fucking magnets on their vehicles. That would piss me off. I would have a cop out there immediately. That's called vandalism. Right? You touch my property and you harm my property, that magnet just scratched my paint. You just vandalized my vehicle. That's against the law. That's illegal. Like, you handcuffed a cart to my door, that's vandalism. That's illegal. Right? Stop fucking with people. Stop making people feel like they have no other choice but to fight. You're just fucking cornering a cat and just fucking poking a bear and making videos about it and just humiliating these people for no reason. Fucking stop. Everybody just needs to fucking stop. What, for views?
Right.
Ad revenue? because you're out to make a quick buck because you don't want to work a job? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I have zero respect for people like that. Like a true Karen, yeah, fucking put them on blast.
They're exploiting people is what's happening.
Yep. Put the true Karen on blast. Those fucking people that blow up for no reason on a fast food worker, right? Like, yeah, I've been there, done that, fucking had my fair share of bouts with fucking fast food people, but like, I think the only real time I've had a fucking something like that happen is some stupid bitch at fucking McDonald's, right? My wife fucking almost slipped on some ice outside, and this fucking lady coming in for a shift because I was complaining to my mom, they really need to fucking de-ice this, like, it's on a sidewalk, like, holy shit. It's not like I carry a bucket of de-icer around, but if my wife would have fallen there, I would have been really fucking upset because they didn't do their jobs. Like, that's really the only thing that'll piss me off. But if they get my order wrong, like, that's whatever, right? I'll go in and be like, hey, you know, here's my receipt. I didn't receive my order. You know, they're usually pretty fucking polite about it. And, you know, that's all that matters to me. Like, really, fix your mistake, fucking call it good. But that lady could have done it and been like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, let me just get some de-icer out here. But instead, she was so fucking rude. I kind of wanted to fucking, like, oh, man, the fucking rage I felt was like, the fuck? You fucking talk to me like that? Nobody fucking talks to me or my wife like that. Ever. I'll show you respect, and if I'm having a fucking conversation with my wife and I'm complaining to my wife about some stupid bullshit, whether or not you're doing your job, like, honestly, I would have complained to my wife, went in, bought my food, and fucking left. Instead, you know, I went in there, and I fucking handled the issue. That lady no longer has a fucking job. One other person in there doesn't have a job either. Because I went in there, I asked the fucking manager, oh, Karen moved. I asked for a manager. Oh, fucking Karen moved right there. And the guy up front, he's like, no. And I'm like, well, what's her name and what's your name? Well, I'm not telling you that. So, I fucking called the store, got a hold of the manager. Turns out the lady that was rude to us was the manager. So I called corporate offices, let corporate offices know what was going on, because I recorded the phone conversation, sent it in, and that dumb bitch no longer has a job. The guy at the counter no longer has a job for breaking company policy and just being a complete piece of shit for no reason. Because if you want to be a piece of shit, I'll be a piece of shit. Like, we all have our Karen moments. So quit fucking putting people on blast for no goddamn reason. You want to put somebody on blast? Look at your own goddamn life. Look at your own choices. Start showing some fucking respect. Stop trying to fucking monetize fucking other people's fucking shortcomings. Okay. So I got oats, I've got corn. Harvest time is in October. Just fucking stop, guys. Try not being a complete piece of shit. Stop trying to force your beliefs on other people. It's annoying. Right? It's dumb. It just makes you look like another fucking Jim Jones.
Who's that?
You know, that asshole cult leader that took all those people over to fucking, I think it was Brazil. And then fucking when the government found out that he was being a little piece of shit, he killed everybody there with fucking poison Kool-Aid.
Oh, the Kool-Aid guy. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all just look like a bunch of pieces of shit. Like, look yourselves in the fucking eye. Look in the mirror every day. And, you know, and just, fucking, stop trying to fucking monetize fucking other people's shortcomings. Stop trying to fucking monetize fucking other people's fucking shortcomings. Stop trying to fucking monetize fucking other people's fucking shortcomings. and fucking judge your own shortcomings. Quit trying to find a reason to fucking demolish other people's views because you want to make a quick buck on the internet. Work hard for it, guys. That's why our economy is in the toilet. Because you don't want to work. You don't want to contribute. You want to sit at home on your ass and not pay taxes. You want to sit at home on your ass, make all kinds of money, and spend it on the internet. You know where that money on the internet goes? It goes somewhere else besides your community. It goes to a big corporation. Yeah, it pays for jobs, whatever. But that money's not circulating locally. So now your local economy's fucked. The economy of the surrounding area is fucked. I hate online shopping. Yeah, some things you have to buy online, but the shit you can buy locally, go buy it locally, guys.
Absolutely.
Stimulate your economy. It's just a fucking shame that the world's gotten to this point. We push hard. Yeah, I would like to make money streaming and fucking spreading my views. At the end of the day, do I really want to work that hard at it? No. I've got a job. And even if I did make a bunch of money on the internet, I'd still go work at my job. I would still shop locally. I would still do a lot of fucking things that need to be done. Still have 2 fields that need to be fertilized.
I'm off to check the production stuff.
Alright.
Isn't something sell in May? Don't we sell something in May?
No, none that I know of.
Thought we did.
I'll go look real quick. We can sell belts in May.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Everybody just needs to quit with the online shopping. Stop trying to make everything in your life convenient.
Dude, I like instant gratification of buying something from the store.
I sure as fuck do. Yeah, sure, you have to wait till it actually releases in your area or fucking shows up in your store. You guys
That's
do know.
part of our problem, is some of the stuff that's online we can't get here.
But do you guys know that if you really want something in the store and enough people want the same thing, you can go to the store manager and request certain items to be stocked.
Some stores.
You can do it at Walmart, you can do it at any store. Be like, hey, I will buy these items if you stock them. And if enough people make that request, then they will start stocking those items. Because they're gonna make money off it. Yeah, there's markup, whatever. But they're gonna order those items, they're gonna stock those items, and they're gonna make money. It's a business. That's how business works. Business works through people. Right?
I suppose.
The store down the street here. Me and my brother order shit all the time. Special beers, tobaccos.
Yeah.
Like this freaking tub of tobacco, unnamed tobacco, freaking. We special order that. We tell them, we will buy these from you if you order them. They order them, they mark them up a little bit. We buy them. Plain and simple. Easiest freaking business tactic ever. Somebody says, hey, I'll buy this if you stock it. So now what happens is, now you're contributing to your local economy. The store's gonna order it. They're gonna freaking stimulate an economy wherever the fuck, right? They're gonna send their money off. But then you're gonna purchase that item, which is going to pay their employees, which are your neighbors, your friends, people in your life, people in your city, people in your fucking area that matter. If you are constantly buying online, those businesses just, they stop existing. So please.
Oh, hello.
For the love of God, guys, buy local. If it's absolutely at all possible, buy local. It's just simple economics. Cause I don't like seeing my money go fucking wherever the fuck. But if I am buying straight online all the time, my money goes fucking nowhere. My money goes to line fucking somebody else's pockets, somewhere else in the world, right? Half this shit you're sending your money to fucking China, right? No wonder our fucking economy's in the toilet. All these other countries know how to exploit us. They're like, oh shit, fuck yeah. Are they spending our money in our country to stimulate our economy? Fuck no. They're taking it, they're exchanging it over to fucking whatever currency they have in their country, and they're stimulating their economy. Which is why every year so many more countries grow while we fucking deplete. We go into a decline. Stop choosing convenience, guys. It's just dumb. Lazy makes you not worth shit to me. That goes along with people pissing me off. Why people piss me off? They're just so fucking lazy. At my job, so many lazy fucks. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like yesterday, for example. Like, I'm trying to do my job, and you know, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this machine. So I go over and I say to the operator, I say, hey, I need you to run these 10 boards for me. I need you to run 5 really slow. I need you to run 5 at normal speed while I stand down there and see what happens. He looks at me, he says, I'm not running any fucking slower. He said, I don't care. Doesn't affect me. So, therefore, I couldn't do my job because he wanted to be a lazy piece of shit for no reason. It's like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I am trying to do my job. Like, yeah, I get it, you know, you don't want to, it's not even making you work any harder. You're literally running boards all day long through that machine. I just need you to run 5 slow, 5 at normal speed, so I can see what happens. So that I can go to the guy I'm supposed to talk to, be like, this is what's going on, this is what I've observed, this is how, this is, I may not know how to fix it, but, you know, at least it's known what's going on, and the proper person can come over and fucking fix it. And it's so frustrating because he's just a real piece of shit anyway. Like, lazy fucking people piss me off. Like, honestly, like, I can care less about fucking what the company's plans are and shit, but I'm hired to do a job, right? And I'm a firm believer, and if they're paying me to do a job, I am going to do it right. I am going to do it to the best of my ability. And that's it, right? That's what I'm there for. That's why they pay me. But then I get these guys that look at me and they're like, oh, you're a kiss ass. Like, I've been there 5 years, and I get paid more than people who've been there for fucking 10, 20 years. Because I work hard. I do my job to the best of my ability.
Decisions need to be made. We're leaving all the choices up to fate. We've only just met, but we know there's something deeper, can't forget. It feels so good.
More people did that. I mean, holy shit. This gets crazy.
Falling trees, it's hard to breathe, but I'll keep fighting.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I have to go to work, but I'm not gonna treat it like fucking, oh, I have to be here and they're gonna pay me no matter what just for being here. And that's absolutely the case. I can do literally nothing all day and they'll pay me to do nothing all day.
Yeah. People are all about that kind of life, though.
Yeah. But it's convenient. They don't have to work and they get paid good money to not do shit. But just fucks over everybody else around you for no reason. Comes into line with what I talked about earlier, integrity. Have some fucking integrity, guys. You know what integrity is, guys? For those of you who don't know what integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody is looking. Have some. Please, fucking have some integrity. It gets annoying. This world lacks so much of it. I don't even know what the fuck to think anymore. And you may be one of those people that looks at me and goes, oh, I have plenty of integrity. That's exactly what I do. But I bet you I work with you one fucking day, and I notice fucking about 20 fucking things that you're doing that should be getting done. And that's no matter what fucking job. Why I succeed in every job I've ever done and ever been to.
Can I pick up this power? There it goes. The game decided I needed to pick up the truck.
I know a lot of people, if they did watch this, that they wouldn't share my same ideas. You know what? I'm okay with that. You know? But at least I know that what I said may impact somebody, you know, may change somebody's mind, may give them a different outlook. Maybe they've never heard it before. And that's the bonus. You know, that's the goal. I mean, I know I'm not the most entertaining fucking guy in the world to watch, you know, simulator games, shit like that. I don't need everybody to like me. I don't need 10 million views. I don't need 10 million fucking follows. I don't need to be an internet fucking sensation. Because like I said, I fucking hate people. People piss me off. So I hang out in my little home with my family and fucking do my own fucking thing. I don't need your fucking, what is that word? I don't need your love. I don't. I got enough.
Oh, did you sell the clothes too?
I did. I sold clothes. Made like 400,000 almost.
I don't know how much these seed oils are gonna go for.
I already sold them.
The seed oils?
Yep.
Oh. When did that happen?
Just a minute ago.
How'd you get them all loaded? Did you auto load them?
Yep. So this month we made $1.6 million.
Thingies are getting
Moral of the story today, guys, is stop being a piece of shit. Look at your lives and stop blaming everybody and everything around you, because you can make a difference if you wanted to. Like, truly and honestly, if you wanted to make a difference, you will make that difference. If you truly want something, you will absolutely have it. If you want $1 million, you'll work your fucking hardest. You will have $1 million. People who say, oh, I want $1 million, but I don't have it. Well, it's because you didn't want it. You didn't reach out and grab it. Yeah, sometimes it takes years to get what you want, but if you work hard enough, and you push hard enough for the goals you have set for yourself, you will have whatever you want. Like, yeah, I want $1 million, but am I gonna put in that much effort? Probably fucking not. So did I truly want it? No. So, think about it, guys. Like, I had this analogy one day. Oh, I want a Lamborghini. Well, do you have one? Well, no, it'd take me this long to get it. Well, it sounds like you got a plan. Go get it. I mean, honestly, you may be fucking 60 years old by the time you get it. But if you want it, you'll have it. It may take a while. But if that's your goal and that's what you want, you'll have it. Mindsets change over the years. Goals change. People around you change. Your fucking standards change. Everything changes over time. And if your goals change, say that $1 million no longer becomes your goal, then you really truly didn't want it. truly, if you want it, it'll be yours. So please, never stop reaching for your goals. No matter how long it takes, even if it takes years, go for it. Really fucking go for it. Balls to the walls. If you really want to be an internet sensation, cool. I'm fine with that. Like, I may talk shit on a lot of people for doing it, but it's like, more power to you if you can get a bunch of dumb shits to fucking believe every word you say on the internet. I mean, more power to you. I don't believe a fucking word you say. But I don't fucking care. What I believe is what is tangible, what is real, what is in my life now. Right? When that shit you're saying on the internet starts becoming a reality for me, then I'll look back and go, maybe he was right. Or if you give advice, right? And that advice becomes relevant, then I'll be like, oh, cool. Thanks, guy on the internet, for fucking preparing me for this. But I'm not gonna go out and fucking panic just because somebody fucking said some stupid shit on the internet. Stop believing stupid shit on the internet. Start believing what's real, what's in front of you, what's in your life now. Because that's what's real. That's what's tangible. That's what you can control. That's what's gonna benefit you. That's what's gonna get you to your goals. Not some dipshit on the internet that's giving you a quick fix. Right? This is how you make $10,000. This is how you can make $10,000 a month from home. Sign up now.
Yeah, sign up. Give him your money.
Yeah, it's not fucking real, guys.
Yeah. How he can make $10,000 a month.
That's how he can make $10,000 a month, and that's how he's gonna reach his goals, right?
It's you giving him money so that he can tell you what he did.
Yep. So,
Stupid. Those things make me nuts. I'll tell you how to make money. Just buy my course.
yeah.
What?
Just because it worked for him doesn't mean it's gonna work for you.
No.
Oh, look, we're selling crochet and we're making lots of money at it.
No, they're not.
Now every other asshole's fucking selling crochet and the market's down and you're not making shit.
There's no reason to do it because it's so popular right now that everybody has a crochet business, so there's no point, right?
Yep, because it's quick and easy and everybody's making money at it. Well, guess what?
Fuck me, right? Because it's actually something that I've learned how to do 10 years ago, but... No, sorry, 13 years ago. I learned how to do it 13 years ago, but... Everybody and their brother's doing it, so it's like, there's no point.
It's called a saturated market because everybody wants that quick, easy money, right?
You have to come up with something completely different in order to...
Oh, hey, baby. I do need you to take some pictures of some of your unique art.
Okay.
Mick, he does laser etching on wood, and he says that he's fucking buying fucking art offline to etch onto the wood because he doesn't have any unique art.
Oh.
Put on the stuff. So
What, Jasper? No.
maybe I can show him some of your art, and
Okay.
he'd be willing to purchase said art.
Okay.
I like that one that you made with the tree. That one's pretty cool.
Which one?
The
The one with the mountain?
yeah, that one's
Marker piece?
what?
The marker piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of want to show him that. Because he's looking for stuff he can put on signs or whatever. And that one's a really nice like fucking logo or sign piece.
Alright.
Yeah, because he spent like a couple $1,000s on a fucking laser etching machine. It's pretty cool. Some of the shit he does is pretty cool, but it's all fucking stuff he bought offline. He says, I want something unique, something that not fucking everybody can fucking have, right?
Yeah, but if I sell him my artwork, I still want to be able to use it for myself.
Well, yeah, he just wants to put it on fucking signs.
Okay.
Make him some fucking money. We don't have a laser etching machine, do we?
No.
Okay, that's
I would love to have. I would love to make like stickers and sell them.
last I checked, he doesn't have a sticker machine
Yeah,
because he's selling his signs for like $60 a pop.
that's nice.
But he,
I would love to have prints of my artwork, and I would love to make things like that. But
Yeah.
it requires money to order them. That's the thing. You have to have money to order them in order to get them, so that way you can sell them.
I figure get some freaking art together and I show him and see what he thinks, and that'll give us a general idea of the local fucking crowd, because he's old. He's like 67, so you know, 67-year-old fucking man.
I don't want to sit and make things just because people want them, though.
Exactly, but you've already made these pieces,
Yeah.
so I figure I show them to him and
Leave me alone.
see what he
Please.
thinks.
Your dog is giving me problems today.
He gives everybody problems every day while Shasta's in heat.
He's literally mean mugging me right now. You need to go potty? No? I don't think you need to go.
Why are you de-rocking this field?
Oh, I don't know. Something to do.
Oh, but I'm gonna say, when I put the grapes here, it just gets rid of the rocks.
Oh, I don't know. I was bored, so I was doing something.
It's funny that these weeds grew back. I just weeded them last month. It just gets a little freaking crazy though, the way things work these days. It's either grow with it or fucking don't, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so I need to weed this shit. All these fields are gonna need weeding, I bet.
Hey, at least it's Thursday, right?
Yes, at least it's Thursday. And I'm still a broke bitch.
It's alright.
Weeds. Oh. No weeds here, so that's a bonus. No weeds. I do hope that freaking somebody does watch this stream and passes it on. Maybe change some fucking minds. Maybe they have fucking different opinions. Leave them in the fucking comments. Like, I like hearing different things. I like talking to people, you know, hearing what they have to say. I mean, hearing everything, right? So, that's what I like about the YouTube comments, is they're real opinions by real people, right? Opposed to fucking putting a TikTok out there and nobody giving a fuck. Because the reality is, nobody gives a shit. Right?
Agreed.
Nobody gives a fuck. And me, I spread these messages and fucking all that shit. Nobody ever listens. Nobody ever says anything. Mostly because I'm not fucking wearing a wig and jumping around like a jackass.
Generally, yeah.
Like, why do I have to run around and jump around like a jackass for any of my fucking opinions to even be thought of?
Who knows?
But anyway, everybody, I'd like to thank y'all for stopping by, saying hi, and hanging out with us today. We appreciate y'all and the support you bring to the channel. Thank you very much. don't forget to answer the question of the day. What is your favorite board game? My favorite board game? Risk. Mostly because it entails a lot of strategy and fucking gameplay. And you can get together with quite a few people and actually play it, fucking really have a good time. Hours of fucking fun for me. And, you know, if you have an opinion on anything that's said in the video, please don't forget to drop a comment, you know. If you want to see more content, want to be notified when I go live, drop a like and a subscribe and see where it goes from there, you know. I may not post a video every single day, but just keep an eye out, you know. I like to talk, like to hang out. Don't forget to join the conversation, the live streams during the weekdays, you know. Generally, freaking 9 to 11:30 or so on the weekdays, Pacific. Weekends times vary, so just kind of keep an eye out for those live notifications. I mean, even if you just fucking skip to the end of the video to hear the outro, I mean, don't forget to leave that comment. What is your favorite board game? And if you watch the video and anything that was said kind of hit home at all, don't forget to let me know your opinion. Let me hear you out. I don't judge anybody. You know, if I don't agree with your opinion, so be it. You know, maybe we can have a discussion about it in fucking one of the live streams. I mean, I enjoy talking to people, right? I just don't like interacting with live people, living people, fucking people in my life because they piss me off. Most people piss me off, so don't be offended if you piss me off, because literally everybody pisses me off. But I don't judge. I mostly get pissed off because I'm not very good at debating. I'm not a very good debater. So I get a little heated. Especially if it's something I'm passionate about, which anybody can relate to. But anyway, until next time, everybody. Good luck.